Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Nick.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, sir.
You're probably looking for a Christmas present.
Yeah, for sure.
And probably most of our listeners are looking for presents.
Absolutely.
Well, guess what we got?
What do we got?
We got a gift for them that they can buy for other people. I'm talking about promo code.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is a promo code.
Promo code.
For the Orlando Whiskey Festival.
Ah,
I know.
That's going to be fantastic.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's like, not that I want time to speed up. Like, I wish we could fast forward to February 3rd and like experience it and then like jump back to where we are right now.
Right.
And then like knowing that we're going to experience it.
And tell ourselves how awesome it is.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
What we're talking about, the Orlando Whiskey Festival, is Orlando's premier whiskey festival.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's called the Orlando Whiskey. Sure. This features single malts, blended scotches, bourbons, ryes, American whiskeys, flavored whiskeys, beers, and wines. It's a tasting event that allows guests to sample up to 100 different brands of whiskey.
Incredible.
I know. And you know what?
What?
You can also interact with industry professionals like you and I.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and reps from the company.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And all of your best friends.
That's the best thing you could possibly have.
And do you know how to get the gift of the promo code to buy gifts for other people?
I bet you're going to tell me.
I guess you could also buy a gift for yourself too.
Makes sense.
You probably should.
Right.
Yeah. DSP15.
DSP15.
Yeah. When you go to buy your ticket, whether it's a general admission ticket or a VIP ticket.
Yeah, you're not going to go wrong either way there.
No, because you put that promo code DSP15, as in like Drepstone Podcast 15.
Right.
You get 15% off. Boom. Done.
Immediate savings.
Easy.
Man.
And you know what's even better?
What's that?
You get to hang out with us at the Orlando Whiskey Festival on February 3rd, 2024.
That's going to be a great day.
It's going to be a great day.
Can't wait.
Can I have your phone so I can buy some tickets?
What's wrong with your phone?
Well, my credit card information is saved in my phone.
Sure.
So I need your phone.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, man.
I mean, if I'm saving 15%, sure.
You are. Because you're using the promo code DSP15.
Boom.
All right. Intro?
Intro.
Hey, welcome to the Drep and Stone podcast, the podcast where two friends raise a glass and have a conversation. I'm Nick.
And I'm Kyle.
Kyle.
Hey, man.
I thought I hit the wrong button in the intro. It was like it was not fading out like I thought it was.
Oh, right.
Yeah, nobody else heard that except for you and I. It lingered for some reason. Was that just me?
I think so.
Okay.
Not still playing, but fade it out.
Or it is still playing and we just don't even recognize it anymore.
Just
fades in the background.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Merry Christmas.
Hey, same to you, sir.
Yeah. Are you a Merry Christmas guy?
I enjoy Merry Christmas. I mean, it's not my go-to.
Yeah. You're happy. You're a happy Christmas.
Well, no, if I'm out and about,
Okay.
it's a happy holidays.
Oh, yeah. A little more inclusive.
Yeah,
Hits all the bases.
Spreading the love.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
whatever holiday you're celebrating. I hope it's a great one.
Sure. It's really interesting because like when people say Merry Christmas to you, rarely do I say Merry Christmas back. I usually say thank you, you too.
Right.
But every once in a while, they'll say Merry Christmas. I'm like, Happy Christmas to you. And like, it just like blows people's minds.
Right.
I know for all of our like UK listeners, for those of you that do say Happy Christmas,
Right.
That's not a thing. I guess like the blowing of the mind's not a thing. But around here,
If you say Happy Christmas.
if you say Happy Christmas,
Right.
people like, huh?
What's wrong with
Oh,
you?
that guy. Yeah.
Non-American.
Right. Which is potentially why I say it more, just to get that reaction.
For sure.
Hey, man, got a question?
Okay.
You want to drink something?
Yeah.
Good. Because
Always.
I got a bottle.
What you got?
I'm pretty convinced we're squarely in Scotch season.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I've been in Scotch season since last Scotch season.
Whoa.
Well, ish.
Right.
Whenever I say Scotch, I feel like I'm Sean Connery.
Yeah.
I don't sound like Sean Connery. I just feel like Sean Connery.
Sure. Just feel like breaking out that kilt.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Connery.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Sean, you here? Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think so.
It seemed like I remember seeing that.
No, I feel like I would have known if Sean Connery died.
Yeah. That's going to be that'll be a memorable one. Rememberable? Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
Sure. I don't remember it, so I think he's
Yeah.
still alive.
He's got to still be with us. He just doesn't act anymore. I think he's officially not
retired.
acting.
Retired.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because it's squarely Scotch season,
Or Sean Connery season.
correct?
Right.
You want to drink a Scotch?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I got a bottle here for you.
Fantastic.
All right.
Where'd you get this bottle?
I purchased this bottle. Can you see where I got this bottle?
Nope.
Notice anything weird about this bottle?
There's a big ass bump in the bottom of it that's taking up a lot of that interior bottle space.
It's a big ass dimple.
Yeah.
I would say.
An inverted nipple.
This is a 70 CL or a 700 milliliter bottle.
Okay.
Which means it's from where?
Across the pond?
Indeed, yeah. I ordered this from Scotland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Right.
Yeah, you remember that?
I remember this now.
Yeah. Actually, last year, I want to say it was around May.
Yep.
Ish. Actually, I know it was
2022?
Yeah.
Okay.
Early summer.
Yeah.
There was a super awesome deal with Bunnahabhain, and you bought $100 worth of scotch and or things,
Stuff, yeah.
and they shipped it for free.
Incredible.
And this was one of those bottles, and I was like, "Yep, this one's being shipped to me."
Yeah, bring it on over.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. And so, out of those bottles that I got,
Yeah.
this was the most expensive one.
Oh.
Yeah, but this is the Bunnahabhain,
Yep.
the Feshiel 2022 Abhainn Araig.
The facial bond rig.
Add it to the toe touch and the
Toe touch.
Yeah. The Bunnahabhain distillery loves their Gaelic.
Yeah.
And the Feshiel, this is a festival that happens every late May on Islay. And basically like all of the Islay distilleries kind of get together. It's a huge celebration. They do these like cool tasting boxes and like commemorative things you can only buy at the distillery, but they all do some sort of bottling.
All the distilleries on Islay do it?
Yeah.
They all partake?
I mean, as
far as you're aware?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's definitely like the big boys for sure.
Sure.
They all participate.
Yeah.
And so this is the bottling from 2022. This is the Abhainn Araig.
Abhainn Araig.
I think.
Cool.
Yeah. Obviously it's a product of Scotland. I'm going to read you some notes on the back. This comes in at 50.8 ABV.
I like that.
Yeah, 101.6.
Yep, just north of 100.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Yeah. This is inspired by the waters of Islay. This velvety rich dram was created exclusively for the Feshiel 2022 and gained its unique character in small octave casks that once held sublime Pedro Jimenez sherry.
A sherried Bunnahabhain. Like it.
Expertly married with Oloroso and bourbon matured Bunnahabhains, the result is beautifully balanced flavors of milk chocolate, raisins, and raspberries, giving way to balsamic vinegar and honeyed macadamias, and a deep toffee finish with a spicy cinnamon burst.
Boom.
I know. So it's a blend. So we don't have an age statement here, but it's aged in PX casks and then married with Oloroso and bourbon matured Bunnahabhains.
Yep.
And you get the Feshiel Abhainn Araig.
And it said in octave casks?
Small octave casks.
So I wonder if that's like an 8-sided cask?
It's like an 8-sided, 16, 27-sided die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cask that gets that plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Nerd.
So an octave is an 8th size cask.
Gotcha.
So like you've heard of like Lefroy does a quarter cask,
Right.
And it's a quarter of a full whiskey cask.
Right.
I can't remember what I want to say it's 55 gallons. But I know that like PX casks are like massive, so I don't
Sure.
know the exact
which one they're talking about.
but U.S. gallon kind of size here.
Yeah.
But it's basically a smaller cask, and the reason for this is that when you have a smaller cask, the liquid I guess has more
surface area.
Contact with the wood and that kind of thing.
Right.
So theoretically, you're imparting even more flavor.
Right.
But I guess like because most places don't do this, or most distilleries don't do this simply because to create smaller casks is more expensive.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, and I would wonder too, like I wonder if you have more of a the angel share?
Yeah.
I wonder if more of that happens because it's in a smaller cask.
Maybe.
Yeah. Something like that. So you're losing more of your product
Yeah.
that way too.
Yeah, it's possible.
Just might be more all around intensive.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Agreed. Shall we get into it?
Yeah, totally. Wow, Bunnahabhain.
Yeah, you had a little cork pop there. I fully expected it to go.
No better sound.
Ka-chow. Beautiful.
Whiskey in the glass, man.
Oh, yeah. Look at that
Appreciate
thing.
you.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Only the best for you, buddy.
Hey.
Well, we don't know if it's the best.
All right, let me backtrack just a little bit.
Okay.
Get a little bit more information on this bottle.
Sure.
So you received said bottle.
Yep.
How many bottles did you get out of that order?
I ordered 3. I ordered the 2022 cask strength.
Right.
I ordered a regular, just regular Bunna 12.
Yep.
And this one.
All right. When did you open this bottle?
Not that long ago. Like
yeah, you've held on to it.
Yeah, I have, and I didn't open it. Man, I don't remember when I opened it, honestly, but I literally opened it. I had a a half of a pour, and I was like, cool, because I was waiting for us to do it, and then like for whatever reason, just haven't gone back to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why did you save that one? Obviously, like there was at that point in time, we were very excited to try that cask strength.
Yes,
for sure.
That's exactly why.
And then this one, you just held on to it for no other reason.
For no other reason than like we got the Onclotic and the Crook Mona this summer, so like that took precedence over this one.
Yeah. I'm surprised yet proud of you for holding on to a Bunnahabhain for so long without ever getting into it.
Well, thank you. I'm surprised and disappointed in myself for holding on to the Bunnahabhain this long.
In the past year, I think we've our philosophies on these things have changed.
Oh, dramatically.
You know, we were at a point where we were trying to do stuff with our bottles and like make it special when we opened them and stuff. Yeah. And then I think at some point in time we were just like, we got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Like we're buying these bottles. I want to try these bottles. I want to know what they're like. So I think we just stopped doing that.
Actually, I think that's now that you say that was a product, or this bottle was a product of that. Like I bought it and it was one of those like, okay, so we got to make social media posts with it. Right. You got to do some fresh cracks with it. And at some point I was like, I'm just going to open it.
Yeah. We just need to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same reason, like, I mean, you can see this. I've got 4 finished bottles over there, 5 finished bottles over there.
I see 6.
Well, the kidney corn is not.
That one back there's still got some fluid in it.
So I've got 5 finished bottles over there just because I haven't like taken a picture of it yet.
Right.
Of like bottles that I've been sniping the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I just need to check them, but got to feed that social media monster, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's what
and that's what I assumed had happened.
Yeah,
here.
that now that you say it, like I didn't even remember that, but that's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Because like I was the same way there for a while. I had 7, 8 bottles sitting on my shelf that I'm like, oh, I can't. I want to try that so bad. And then at some point in time, I was just like, man, we got to stop putting so much precedence on that and just enjoy the damn whiskey.
Which is funny because like I bought a version, another Bunnahabhain version from Signatory, and like I cracked it right when I got home. I didn't feel bad about it at all.
For sure. Yeah, no, like that's what we got to do.
Yeah, we'll feature that on an upcoming episode.
But anyway.
Back to this one.
Beautiful color.
Oh, sorry. I just went right for the nose. I was like, I don't give a shit about the color. I just want to smell it.
I feel like it's Bunnahabhain colored.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I could pour some regular 12, but that's what the bottle's way over there.
Yeah, I can't reach it.
Bunnahabhain is not a super rich, dark Scotch by any means.
Right.
It's honey colored. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A little bit of on the darker side of Scotch, but certainly not anywhere near
absolutely
bourbon levels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some Scotches are that like water. color. You pour a skeg.
They clear.
On the nose?
A little raisiny.
Yep. See, I feel like Bunnahabhain is just slight raisin anyway. Mm-hmm. Like not super heavy. It's more honey to me, like regular Bunna 12.
Yeah.
So like this, just ratchets that raisin up.
Yeah. A little raisiny, a lot of honey, creamy.
Really warm.
Buttery. Yeah.
You can definitely tell that this is sherry finished for sure. Just on the nose. Like I didn't even sip it. It's so wine forward. It's so rich. I think that's where those raisiny notes are coming through.
For sure.
I'm getting some barrel though. Like some slight oaky nature, like a little bit of bitter there.
Totally.
You know, it reminds me of you're eating some like slightly toasted toast in a lumberyard with some grape jelly.
Love it.
All right.
Yeah. Smells great.
It smells fantastic.
Smells like Bunnahabhain.
Going in?
Yep. Man, that's real pretty.
To me, that's where Bunnahabhain always sings. Like the nose is obviously there's a lot that you can talk about there, but it's on the palate is where that like just rich, sumptuous, warm nature comes through. Oh, but you know what? Once you get past that like sweet honey, it is bitter AF.
I can't go bitter AF. There's a bitter note.
Let it hit the back of your palate if it hasn't already. To me, like it's just like it hits the back of the palate and just boom, bitter.
Yeah, it's very like for me, it's on the mid palate. Like it's very sweet right off the bat, but mid palate to the finish for me is very perfumey, potpourri.
Really,
kind of florally.
Yeah, in a too much?
No, in a really beautiful, pretty presentation kind of a way. Just like like a whole
decorative bowl.
Yeah, whole bouquet in your mouth. Just kind of a thing.
Yeah,
but not like. Overwhelmingly.
Yeah. Not a Kirkland store? I'm going to say this, though.
I'm starting to get there with you. I'm starting to get the bitter's starting to be more pronounced.
Okay. It's kind of one note.
I mean, it's not a roller coaster by any means. I don't know if I'd go one note, though, because I do feel like that it's that honey sweetness forward right off the bat. And then it turns, for me, into this kind of potpourri,
Okay.
kind of thing, and then it settles into that bitter. So I don't feel like it's one note. It just doesn't. It's like two notes.
Well, okay. I guess what I'm saying, like, it's not as complex as I would think an offering, like a special offering from Bunnahabhain would be.
Sure.
Because I've had some things. I mean, you can see the shelf from Bunnahabhain. It's like, whoa,
right?
That's like so many layers. Even regular Bunna 12,
right?
It's got a lot of layers.
But I mean, like, knowing the story behind this, knowing that this is like a summer festival kind of a thing.
Okay.
Like, I kind of get the florally kind of pretty presentation.
Sure.
Of a Bunnahabhain adjacent, offering.
Yeah.
To me, it kind of makes sense. It is kind of a summery, brighter kind of, more, I don't know.
You know what?
Kind of a drink.
Yeah.
It seems like it would fit that festival really well for me.
Okay. So if I'm thinking about the festival itself.
Right.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because it is something that, you've just come out of a cold, dark winter.
Right.
Sure. This is, you're hitting those flowery notes. You're hitting those, I think it said raspberry. Like, there's some really nice jammy nature going on.
Right.
So sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I
like
think
Mayflowers, kind of a thing.
Bit.
Like, I feel like it would suit the festival, the season really well.
I guess I'm thinking about it in terms of like Bunnahabhain.
Right. Especially like this time of year for us.
Right.
Maybe it feels a little out of place. But I think the drink as itself, if I thought about it in that kind of a way, it'd make a lot of sense then and there.
Sure. I will say this. It's just silky, velvety smooth. It is everything I want out of a scotch.
Yeah. Silky smooth. A lot of flavor. Like ton of flavor. Like everything's dialed up really loud, which I think is always like a great thing about scotch.
Yeah.
Rarely ever do I have a scotch and it's like, it's just kind of weak, watery. Can't really get much out of it.
Yeah. Unless it's like an introductory. I mean,
sure.
Something,
I mean, just about anything at 80
yeah.
is going to be a little quieter. But I don't know. I feel like I'm always more impressed with scotch, how they're able to get flavor volume
out
of just about anything.
Yeah. And you know what, though? Even though it's above 100, and I think some of the bitter I'm attributing to the proof here, it's still really easy drinking.
Yeah.
I don't attribute like Bunnahabhain to a difficult scotch necessarily to drink by any means, but like to me, it's one of those scotches like you almost have to just slow down and sit with it. It begs, maybe just for me, it begs doing that. But this, like, I feel like, okay, you can, not that I'm going to pound it, but you can, you don't have to sit and contemplate it necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
sense?
like what we're saying with the, not one noteness, but it is a more simplified kind of a thing. Yeah. I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
So now, that bitter is creeping mid palate.
Oh yeah, it's I would agree. It is starting to become more and more prominent, and I feel like now that I'm thinking about like the octave cast.
No, I like octacast.
The Doc Ock cast.
My mind went exactly there. Alfred Molina just huddled over some casks.
Yeah, and like that's starting to make a lot of sense too of how that would be creeping forward.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm still kind of mystified though is the sherry and Oloroso. I'm not really getting much notes of that.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think I'm attributing the sherry Oloroso to the jammy notes.
I think I'm still just kind of more dominated by this like potpourri, perfumey kind of thing. I mean, just as somebody who does enjoy those sherry notes,
right?
I would like for them to be a little more prominent. But I mean, that's just a personal thing.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. Thing is, like, I'm looking at the bottle here, and it says giving way to balsamic vinegar. Do you get any balsamic vinegar?
Yeah. I mean, if I think of it like that, perhaps like this potpourri note that I'm talking about, maybe, but like certainly not vinegar. But just like when I think about like balsamic dressing or balsamic, that initial taste of balsamic vinegar before the vinegar aspect comes in, I feel like maybe I could be swayed into finding that note, but I don't think I would have come to that conclusion on my own.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like, okay, you're going to have to convince me that that's there.
Like I could back my way into thinking that.
Now that I've sat with it, I mean, I really enjoy it.
Sure.
I'm a well-known Bunnahabhain apologist.
Yeah.
But it's not my favorite Bunna.
Sure.
But I think it is interesting.
Yeah, I think the story behind it's interesting. I mean, understanding that that's what it was, created for, certainly. And heck, I'm always going to be up for like trying anything that they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So any chance you get to try something that's not readily available, for sure, got to try it.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, like, now that I've had this bottle, we've done on the podcast, it's probably going to go pretty quick.
Right.
Or maybe not.
Yeah. Now you can just.
Yeah.
if you were to hang on to it till end of spring going into summer,
sure,
how much is it going to change?
Well, it's Florida, so end of spring, beginning of summer is next week, I think.
Right. Yeah. Could be. But yeah, nice pickup.
Thanks. I'm for it.
Yeah.
You know what else I'm for?
What's that?
I'm for the holiday season.
The holiday season?
Yeah, the hoop-dee-doo.
Yep.
And the dickory-dock.
And don't forget
to hang up my sock.
Yeah, because just exactly at
12 o'clock,
he'll be coming down the chimney.
Down. And because it's a holiday season,
yep,
there's something that happens in me.
Whoa.
There's a change.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a change deep down inside.
Yeah?
Yeah. It usually happens right after Thanksgiving, and it goes away basically on Christmas.
Right.
And that change is my cookie consumption.
Uh-oh.
Doubles, triples, quadruples. Like I'm not, because I don't eat cookies.
I've never seen you eat a cookie in my life. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you
not that I can think of.
Well, you weren't watching me at Thanksgiving closely.
Oh,
well, I mean, I know you were.
Certainly.
I know you were, but you weren't going that close.
Right. I wasn't paying like too close attention.
Yeah. Well, because
I know where you are.
Exactly. He's here somewhere.
He's safe. I don't need to worry about him.
Yeah. Well, you know what wasn't safe?
What?
Any cookie in that house.
You tried them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no cookie left. I left no cookie unturned.
There you go. Ranking them from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the winner?
I was sitting in the library. I had like, because I sit cross-legged a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I lined up the cookies across my right leg here on the top, my
right.
shin. And I had what was I drinking? Oh, I was drinking Bizarre barbecue.
There you go.
There's something about the holiday season that, like, for whatever reason, I want a cookie.
Okay.
And I'm not a big sweet, this. I'm not a big sweets person.
Right.
In fact, like, most places I go, like, I don't get dessert. Like, on vacation I will, but, like, nah. Outside of that, like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't really want a dessert.
I've got a sweet tooth. I do.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I like to finish off just about every eating occasion with some sort of just a little thing. I'm not going for like a whole sundae,
right?
But like just a bite of something.
Yeah, like a quarter of a pumpkin pie kind of thing.
Oh man, pumpkin pie is different, especially if it's September.
Yeah,
hadn't had it in a minute. half a pie down.
Yeah,
real quick.
I want to talk about the cookie,
the holiday cookie.
Yeah, where do you fall on cookies?
I mean, I like cookies. I have a love-hate relationship with cookies.
A love-hate?
Yeah.
Wow. Hate.
Strong hate.
Really?
There's a little company out right now that has a newly open facility located near my house called Crumble Cookie.
Can we name them?
Sure. I mean, we're not plugging anything.
Nah. Fight us, Crumble Cookie.
Yeah, come at us.
You want a piece of this Drebin Stone money?
They're amazing.
Uh-huh.
They are delicious. They're so good. And I don't like them because they are so good.
Yeah.
They're gigantic. They're huge. Like one cookie is like a day's worth of calories.
Easily.
But my family loves to get them, but they don't love to eat them.
Huh.
They will sit there. Like they'll try one of, if they get each cookie that's available that week, they'll get one of each. And they'll try all of them.
Like a little piece?
Yeah, but nobody will ever finish them.
Yeah, because like your family trying one, that's like 3 days worth. Like just a piece is like 3 days worth of calories for them.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But I'm not. And I will sit there and eat a whole cookie. And like, and every time I walk by, I'll take a little slice of that one. Nobody else will, though. It's just me. And so at the end of the week, I end up eating all 6 cookies that maybe had a bite taken out of each one of them.
You've eaten 2 months worth of calories.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can't do it. Okay. So like I literally had to get aggressive with my family, be like, stop buying them. Nobody else eats them but me. And I can't live like this anymore.
I wonder why you gained about 40 pounds in the last 6 months.
Damn Crumble Cookie, man. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Here's my thing with Crumble Cookie.
Yeah.
Just to say this. My issue with Crumble Cookie, to me, the times I've had it, they're like hit and miss.
Okay.
Either like they're perfect and it's like, oh my God, like these are fantastic. Or it's like, y'all just threw that in the box, huh? All right. I mean, I'm still going to eat it because it's fantastic.
Cookie.
That's my Crumble Cookie experience.
Yep.
But I don't have one, 2 minutes from my house either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible, man. Don't recommend it.
So the holiday cookie.
Yep.
What for you is the quintessential holiday cookie?
I mean, I don't really have one except for to say like like nostalgic wise, it would be just kind of like the Walker's makes them, but just like those that used to come in the big tin.
Yep.
Like that my grandmother would have.
Like
she'd buy every
like
year.
The Dutch shortbread cookies.
Yeah.
Like the blue tin that you can get for like 2 cents at Walmart.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you just pop those things.
Oh man.
And the weird thing about those is like they were never like delicious,
right?
And like how you think of like the just the best gooey cookie, because it doesn't have any of those elements,
right?
They're just dry sawdust cookies, but they got enough flavor in them that you're like, yeah, that's pretty good,
because they're like 90% butter.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess that would be the holiday cookie for me, because like I don't know, like there's just not one that sticks out as like I can't wait for that kind of cookie each year.
Out of that like pack that you're talking about, those.
They all taste the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
But they all have different shapes, and like maybe some of them have like a rock sugar dusting on top, like little subtle changes.
I'll tell you my go-to in that. It's the pretzel looking one.
Sure.
Yeah, that's for whatever reason, because it's got the rock sugar probably. Right. It's like the one that's like just slightly different tasting.
Right.
But those, man, I could eat one of those little like what are they, like cupcake cups basically inside of it?
Yeah.
It's just to separate the cookies. Man, I could eat a sleeve of those things with a cup of coffee like real quick.
Real quick.
Man, those are fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the quintessential holiday cookie for you.
I guess.
But just nostalgic wise.
Yeah, just because like I can remember them coming out at Christmas every year.
Sure.
And that really pretty tin.
Yep.
Because they used to like have like, Christmas scenes on and stuff like that. Like, it's just fun to always see them and eat the dry cookies inside.
Nothing wrong with dry cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You must have one.
Yes and no.
For you to come up with this concept.
Well, okay. So for me, like the quintessential holiday cookie is a decorated sugar cookie.
Okay.
But I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm just saying, like, for me, when I think of holiday cookie, I think of a snowman decorated. I think of, a Rudolph decorated.
Right.
Just plain sugar cookie.
Right.
Because it's nostalgic.
Right.
It's that like
just the thing.
Yeah. Whether you're just using the pre-made stuff,
right, or
you're making your own dough and you're cutting them out for whatever reason, it's that.
Yeah.
But that's not what I actually like. Like if you hand me a sugar cookie, okay, I'm probably gonna eat it. But if I had a tray of cookies, a sugar cookie is probably the last one I'm gonna eat.
Right.
And just I'm talking about like plain sugar cookie.
Sure.
Well, or decorated with frosting, icing kind of thing, but like nothing interesting about it. Right. I don't gravitate toward it. But nostalgically, and I guess image-wise, it's that.
The sugar cookie.
The sugar cookie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like holiday cookies are very, like, they have that very hit or miss aspect to them.
Sure.
Like, I'm thinking, like, gingerbread cookies.
Oh, yeah.
My wife makes an amazing gingerbread cookie.
Really?
That will stay soft and moist for days.
Wow.
And they're amazing.
That's
they're fantastic.
Tough. That's tough.
But I've also had gingerbread cookies from like establishments where it's like, they're $5 a cookie or something, and it's like, wow, this must be like great. And you get it, and it's like, that's disgusting.
Yep.
They're just awful.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like that's always kind of the worry of any, especially a holiday cookie, like either highly decorated or whatever. Is like,
absolutely
looks great, tastes awful.
Well, and that's my thing with a sugar cookie. Most sugar cookies, especially if you're paying a bakery,
right,
they look fantastic. Rarely am I ever like, wow, that sugar cookie was amazing. I mean, it's only like that sugar cookie existed.
that mall cookie shop, from our childhood.
I know, Great American
that
cookie.
sugar cookie absolutely crushed.
Yeah.
They warm it up for you for like 10 seconds.
For sure.
Man, could not beat that sugar cookie. That was my go-to.
Yeah,
cookie
no, I'm with you. Yeah, for sure. I get it.
That mall sugar cookie, man.
Yeah, I'm totally there.
Right after like Chick-fil-A sandwich. Hot damn.
Can y'all just put the dough and wrap that up, and I'll just take that for breakfast?
I got that. I know what to do with that.
Yeah. But for me, I think what it is, like the Christmas cookie as a whole.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, the holidays do this to people. People that don't bake, people that don't cook, automatically think they can do those two things.
Sure.
And then you get like just these wonky ass cookies. It's like, what is this nonsense?
Yeah.
Or like this thing is highly decorated and looks great, but you didn't use enough butter,
right?
or something. You missed an ingredient,
right,
and it might be love, but whatever it is whatever it is that's not in here,
right,
you need to figure out.
You need to find some of it.
Yeah, like you need to read a Martha Stewart or Paula Deen cookbook or something. There needs to be more butter in this thing.
Right. It might be love.
It might be love. But for me, like I actually gravitate towards what I'm going to call the weirder cookie.
Okay.
The not necessarily like quintessential American holiday cookie. And the cookies I'm talking about might be like a spiced gingerbread cookie.
Sure.
Like something that's like big and bold gingerbread cookie.
Right.
I love you ever had a pizzelle?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Italian?
I freaking love pizzelles. Like I love that anise flavor. I love that like licoricey note.
Yeah.
That like super, if you've never seen a pizzelle, it's like a waffle cookie basically.
Right.
But they're not
super thin.
Yeah, super thin, but they're crunchy, but they're not like hard crunchy.
Right.
If that makes sense. Freaking love a pizzelle. You had something I could see something about pizzelle.
Never had a good one.
No, really? Mm-mm. Really?
They're either like flavorless.
Yeah.
Or I just don't care for the texture.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually.
Interesting. Over the course of my life, I've had two people in my life that can make fantastic pizzelles.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Like super, like almost too much licorice note. And like, it's like perfect.
Yeah. And that's probably it too. Like I'm not a huge fan of like something that's like that almond flavor.
Yeah.
Or licorice
flavor. Sure.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I also really love a pfeffernusse cookie.
Pfeffernusse.
Yeah. You can get those at our local grocery stores. And they're like a German gingerbread, but it's got like powdered sugar on the outside.
Right.
You've probably seen them before. You probably have had them before. But they're like heavily spiced cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking love them.
We used to have a German Christmas cookie that was just awful. Like, again, like they were pretty. They looked great, but man, you'd try it and it was just like, ew. I feel like that's like the most of those like Christmas style cookies are usually those kind of like super dry, brittle, nasty cookies. You know, they're rarely like the nice, warm, gooey, cookies that, are so bad for you.
Yeah. You know what cookie I don't think goes with the holiday season? Chocolate chip. For whatever reason, in my mind, like a chocolate chip cookie does not say holiday season.
Okay. I mean, I disagree with you. I would say, I would go Oreo.
An Oreo
cookie is like just not a holiday cookie. That's a every other day of the year cookie.
Okay.
Just too dangerous.
You eat one and then like, damn, the whole pack's gone.
What happened?
Covered in Oreo dust.
But like, no, I think a chocolate chip cookie, I think it works.
I'm not saying like I wouldn't eat it. I'm just saying like in my mind,
it doesn't say Christmas.
Right. It doesn't say Christmas.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, but I don't think like for me personally, I don't think there's a cookie that does, except for gingerbread. Okay. I left out the gingerbread cookie when you asked me earlier.
Yeah.
The gingerbread cookie is like for me, like the quintessential, I think, Christmas cookie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me ask a final question. In your household, when you were a child, you're leaving cookies for Santa. What were those cookies?
Probably chocolate chip.
Homemade?
No.
Store-bought?
Probably.
From like a clamshell package or like we Toll Housed it?
Probably Toll Housed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what one of the parents preferred?
Probably just in terms of ease.
They had the cookie dough in the house.
Yeah. Cookie dough's already there. Yeah. Just slice them up. Bake them really quick.
Warm it up.
Yeah. Like a pile of goo. Just a big swipe out of it. Santa.
Why did Santa spell Dad's name? And that's weird.
Strange.
Yeah, just straight up chocolate chip.
Either that or it would have been some of those out of the tin. Maybe we threw some of those on a plate. It was never anything that was given a lot of effort.
Here you go, buddy.
It's like I think mom and dad probably knew how much work they had ahead of them, and they were just like, "We ain't got time to be like screwing around with like baking some cookies right now."
Yeah,
so, sure. That'd be my assumption.
Yeah.
You ever do the gingerbread house?
Once or twice, but like it never holds up. It never holds together.
Well, ours would hold together, and it was one of those things of like I just never understood the tradition of it. Like why you spend so much time putting together this thing that you're not going to eat because like
you're done.
You look at it,
yeah. Well, even as a kid, I made a gingerbread house. I'm like, my hands have been all over this thing, all in this thing, all through this stuff. I'm not eating that. Huh. In my myself.
I know where my hands have been.
I didn't wash my hands for 6 days. I ain't eating that. No, I never had a gingerbread house that stayed together. It was always like the roof would slide off or like the walls would fall over or something.
I mean,
Could never get it.
I never did one growing up. That was nothing we ever did. But I've done them with the kids.
Yeah.
And it's like, once you're done with it, you either have to eat it immediately for it to be any kind of enjoyable.
Because that thing stays out. It's going to be hard as hell.
But yeah, if you let it sit, so you can look at it tomorrow, it's already done.
Yeah.
It's going to taste awful.
Yeah.
And that was always the thing. Like, the kids eventually would break it and break a hand trying to break it. And then try it and be like, gross. I'm not eating that. Like, why did we do this?
Yeah, like the best parts of a gingerbread house are like the gum drops afterwards. And even those are like, gross.
No wonder I got cavities.
For me, I don't remember a specific cookie that we left for Santa.
Right.
And I'm on record to say that like my Santa loved a good an amber bock.
Indeed, yeah.
Or a Yingling maybe.
Yeah. An imperial stout.
My Santa now likes an imperial stout. Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna say like it was probably whatever was around. Like I remember as a kid making cookies.
Right.
But like, you're decorating cookies as a 5-year-old and you're like, oh, this looks great.
Right.
It never looks great.
Right.
And like it's never gonna be good.
Yeah.
So Santa came to my house and drank the Yingling or whatever, and probably threw the cookies away.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like too, like, it's not the right thing to leave him. I don't know. Leave him some sausage patties or something. Like, give him something that's like warm him up a bit. Yeah.
Santa, I brought you a whole Waffle House breakfast. Yeah. I literally just bought it.
Boom.
Everything. It's a Waffle House.
It's the only thing that's open right now.
Exactly. And it's probably fantastic.
Some Chinese food.
Oh.
Is that a wonton? Yes, it is. Fortune cookies.
Crab Rangoon, you say? Fortune cookies. Fantastic. Well, on that note, you got anything else?
I don't think so. How about you?
No, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I do want some cookies, though.
Yeah, do you guys some?
No.
I know a crumble cookie we can go to real quick.
Okay. You driving? I'll pay if you drive.
Absolutely thrilled.
I hope so. If you're driving, I'll buy.
Sweet.
Because it's crumble cookie and they're 15,000 calories a cookie.
Yep.
We should probably go because there's going to be a line.
Well, you can order them online. They'll have them ready for you when you get there.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Mind blown.
Yep. I sadly have to admit that I have the app on my phone. So.
Well, we'd love to know, what do you think about the Feshil Abhainn Araig from Bunnahabhain?
Yeah. More importantly, like what's your favorite Bunnahabhain? Certainly at this point in time, you've listened to us talk about it enough that you've had a variety. You've got to have a favorite.
At the very least, you've done yourself a favor and you've bought that Bunna 12 because it's everywhere.
Yeah. Just let us know how good that was. And
we'll tell you which other ones you need to go listen to for the episodes and buy.
There you go.
Yeah. We also want to know, what do you think about cookies? And what do you think about holiday cookies?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what is your favorite holiday cookie?
There's got to be one that we didn't think about.
Oh, I just got one. You ever had a Mexican wedding cookie? I think they're called polvorones. Something like that. Maybe I'm messing that up.
I've definitely had some Mexican cookies. Oh, I've got another thing too. Let me not forget. A student brought me one time that were like wrapped up in this, like, I want to say like red kind of like cellophane-y type paper with a sticker on it. Yeah. They gave me like a handful of them. And I want to feel like they were around the holiday season. I want to feel like they had a poinsettia on the wrapper.
Yeah.
And they were very much just like that same dry, brittle, nasty cookie. With like some sort of weird spice in it. But it was the thought that count.
I think they're called polvorones.
Nice.
In my, beautiful Spanish pronunciation.
Yeah, I love that accent.
Yeah, thank you.
Threw on it.
Polvorones.
Polvorones.
Yeah. They're like an almond cookie.
Yeah.
And they're super dry and crumbly.
Yeah, had to be what it was.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. The other story I had was like, in my house, the holiday season was not the time for the holiday cookie anyway. My mom makes these amazing, ironically enough, sugar cookies. But she made them for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
And so she would cut out hearts.
Okay.
And bake those. And that was a huge tradition in our house. Like, she would make 4 or 5 batches of those, and we would just eat on them for like around Valentine's Day. So like in my head, like that's always been more
that's
of
the holiday.
The holiday cookie was the Valentine's Day cookie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yeah, strangely enough.
Yeah.
That just reminded me of that.
I can totally see that.
And she still does it. She still does it to this day. And usually she'll like ship them to all of us.
Well, I've never gotten a cookie.
Yeah, they don't last long. You got to be there when they arrive.
You never invited me over for a cookie. Huh. I thought we were friends. Well, okay. On that note, you can get in touch with us through email. It's drepandstone@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us through social media.
It's always one word, Drepandstone, DREPN Stone. Find us where you're socializing your media so you can see ours that we're socializing back at you.
Right. And we'd also love it if you support the podcast. You can do so through our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/DrepandStone. You can rate Drep and Stone wherever it is you find great podcasts, and you can tell someone about Drep and Stone.
And buy us a cup of coffee.
Sure. Does
that
still exist?
Nah,
okay,
surely not.
I don't know if
surely not. There's like thousands of dollars sitting in that thing.
Probably.
Sure. People going back and listening to old shit.
Yeah, they're like, what? Buy me a coffee. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
$15 million. What? That's where all the money is. Sure. And if you want to save a couple bucks on your Orlando Whiskey Festival purchase, you can do so by using the promo code DSP15, DSP15, by going to whiskeyNBIZZ.com for your tickets. And we'll see everybody there.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
May your glass overflow.
And your ass never show. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Try drowning a taco in ketchup. Yeah. All I can taste is ketchup. I think there's a taco
It's
in
like,
there.
It's almost like this. Like, I had a taco, but then what you did is you put that taco inside of the lasagna, and then you set the lasagna on fire. And then it's like, hey, you taste taco?
Do you like that taco?
Huh. There's a taco there?
Whatever holiday you were celebrating, I hope you have a happy one.
Happy to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could just say happy.
Yeah. Happy to you.
Happy to you as well.
I also accept happy.
And
Wow. I just saw your post today, Clark.
I'm out of ideas. Like I literally like.
Sorry. No, I was done. Michael Bublé's he's involved in an American whiskey.
Bubbles is?
That's coming out, yeah.
Oh.
I looked into it one day just to see what it was.
You like the bubbles?
I do like Bublé. 2 Vidanias, by the way.
No, I got it, but Dos is not Russian.
It's a Phineas and Ferb joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Dos Vidanias. In Mexico, that's 2 Vidanias.
Oh, okay.